Hey, best friends, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Dion, and you can call me the goddess of love because I love you, I love me, I love everybody, right? After all, there is no greater goal than to love, and even God is love. How are you doing today? I hope that everything is going well with you. I hope that you guys are having an abundant day. Um, so, first off, I don't even know who I'm talking to today. We're going to start off with our prayer, Holy Spirit. Ancestors, spirit guides, and angels of the highest vibration, thank you for this opportunity to speak with my best friends. Please show me what it is that you have me to say for the highest good and the highest good of us all, allowing me to be a vessel, allowing me to show them what it is that they need to look into and meditate with you. I ask that you write the vision and make it plain upon these tablets, that I am able to read it and they are able to run with it, knowing that they can absolutely fulfill anything that they put their minds to, because it would not have been placed in their heart if not for a reason. Ashe. Archangel Michael, I ask that you and your highest helpers of the highest frequency and highest vibration come down and protect us, protect my energy, protect the energy of my collective best friends from anything that would try to stop the movements of love and healing and growth. Ashe. So this is a love channel and it's a love reading, but it's not your typical love channel or your typical love reading, because this is all about you. Yes, you. Because before you can give your cup of love to anybody else, we are learning to fill ourselves up to overflowing. And then we are able to bless and love others from our overflow, no longer just pouring out and depleting ourselves to fill up everybody else first. Okay? So, first off, let's find out who we're talking to today. Who are we talking to? I'm scared. 11, life path 11. It's for you, babes. So, life path 11, the master number. We'll get the overall message for your reading today, 11.
One, two.
Growth is at the bottom of the deck. At the cut, I do pre-shuffle my decks, but I don't cut the cards or lay anything out until we get here together, because it's your energy, your reading, and I don't want to place anything of mine onto anybody else, right? And whenever you hear me say I'm coming from the bottom of the deck, right, my intention for the bottom of the deck is that is how your spirit guides, your team, your angels, the Most High, how all of these are trying to help you. This is how they are helping you, and you may be unaware of that is the way in which you're being helped. That is my intention. Okay. So at the cut, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Okay. Yeah. Yes, you are growing, you are changing, you are happy. The overall message for the reading is happiness. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. I'm doing what it is I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what it is I set out to do. I've done in work and looked at my purpose, and I'm walking in the things that I know I'm supposed to do, and that is making you happy, right? Um, I'm hearing peace, peace that passes all understanding, you know? And they're like, how can you be so happy when everything around you may look a certain way? And it's like, because I know what I'm here to do. I know my purpose. As we have purpose at the bottom of the deck, it's so you know what you're here to do, and you understand that losing things is an opportunity to appreciate it, even if that means some people or things had to lose you. Don't hold on to the grief of that. Okay, it's okay to grieve, but don't hold on to the grief of it, because when you change and you go to another level, it does sometimes feel like a death because it's an ego death. It's a death to a different side of you. Don't doubt what it is that you already know, because it wouldn't have been placed. You know the things that it is that you know, right? And be pride. They're teaching you to have pride in yourself. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, no longer just blaming other people for your well-being, understanding that your abundance is coming because you're taking care of yourself and you are learning that, mistakes are opportunities to learn. You're not a failure at anything. So that mindset has created this peace that is within you, and you've learned or are learning to stop judging yourself and others. Stop being so just judgmental of even your journey, because everybody has their own path, and don't judge yourself. 555 was on it when I was talking about it, like not feeling like I'm not as far on my journey as what everybody else is, or I feel like I should be further. That's still judging yourself. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that you can do to change the past. So we learn from it and we move on, but we don't allow it to create regrets inside of us, right? Because there's nothing you can do to change it. So instead, we surrender to the journey, surrender to the Most High, surrender everything. I surrender all. I surrender the worry. I surrender the anticipation. I surrender the expectations. I surrender all. And I just live in this journey and flow with this journey no matter what it is that is seen around you. Because why? The fact that you're happy and you understand that happiness means that you're on the right path. So it's okay to surrender and not feel guilty about uh, letting go of things that did not serve you, right? I release any belief that no longer assists with my soul growth, and not feeling guilty about it, but instead understanding that you are successful, and success means there's no greater goal than to love, and love is everything in all. I bet you leave it alone now, won't you? Love is everything in all, and starting to see things from other perspectives, knowing that you are good enough and that the relationships that you need are the ones that are coming into your life. So being patient with yourself and others, being patient with yourself and others. I accept everything happens in divine order, not just divine order, but also divine timing, understanding that challenges are the best opportunity to learn. So no matter what it is that you're seeing around you, you're understanding that, again, you're happy because you're on the right path, no matter what, trusting in the Most High, trusting in yourself, trusting. That's that faith. Your faith is making you whole, right? And that's growth. That's growth, overcoming fear and persevering through everything. That's growth. And I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourself too. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what angel is around you right now. At the cut, we have manifestation, vortex, Orion. Focus your energy with unwavering faith to manifest the outcome that you require. So right now you are in the midst of a manifestation vortex. Anything is possible. Anything that you want to think that you could possibly create is possible. Hold on one second, y'all. I had to send justice out. All right, so you are in the middle of a manifestation vortex, and that's why it's important for you to think about your happiness. That's a lot. That's why it's important for you to think about your happiness and you being on the right path, right? Child, you got a host. I'm not surprised you're an 11. You have a host of angels, right? So you have Jophiel, Daniel, Charity, Raziel, and Hope. And it says, trust the unfolding. There's no wrong path, only choices that lead you closer or further from love. Trust the unfolding and use your divine discernment. Trust in the messages within. They are divinely guided. because you are a pillar of service. Serve with a gracious heart and know that God is serving you, because you don't understand all of the inner workings of everything. There are hidden truths below the surface. Dig deeper. And hope says authentic reclamation. It's time to call back all the lost parts of yourself. Trust the unfolding of everything that is happening around you. Use your divine discernment to say, this is what it is, this is what I feel. I'm trusting what my body feels like. I'm trusting the messages that I am receiving, because you are a pillar of service to yourself first and others. You don't understand all of the inner workings of everything that's going on, but just follow the path, continue on the right path, continue going where you are, and recall all the lost parts of yourself back to you. Recalling them all back, because that's where your power lies. Your power lies in even places within yourself that we've forgotten, right? You came out pretty much knowing exactly what it is that you're supposed to do, and then society switched us up, and now we're relearning ourselves. You are transcending all situations. I'm going to from the bottom of the deck now. You are transcending different situations. You wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. Own your story, because you're going through these waves of healing, babe, and you're changing in a metamorphosis. You're having a metamorphosis. You're not who you started out when you started. It says you are in a deep vortex of transformation. Surrender to the process that is unfolding. You're now receiving clarity of vision, right? And it's time for you to be seen. It's time for them to for others to see you, and others to uh, uh, reap the benefits of the work that you've done. I tell people not all the time, because I really don't talk to everybody like that, but my thing is, I went through what I went through alone, so that the next wave of individuals don't have to be alone. I did all of my healing by myself. I did all of my inner workings by myself. I had to actually go and study and search to show myself approved. So I did that so that the next people or the next group or my lineage behind me would not have to go through that alone. They would be able to know and see the blueprint, right? And that's what you do, and you do it naturally. You do it naturally. It just is something that comes to you. So when they say it's time to be seen, don't be afraid of your power or gifts. It's saying that these things were already inside of you, and it's just time to allow others to learn from. Uh, I'm hearing your mistakes, but it's not even mistakes. Why? Because we already know that mistakes are opportunities to learn, right? You are embraced by love, my darling. You are surrounded by angels and definitely loved. And everything that you're going through right now is a learning experience. It's a learning experience to help you um, know who you are, help you know exactly what your purpose has been, right? You releasing karmic stuff, releasing karmic, and protecting the right way of being. The people who come inside your life are here for a reason. um Everybody that's is people who perceive negative, man, before y'all got here in the cosmos, probably your best friend say this little hard-headed 11 right here won't learn unless I'm the one to go down and teach them this lesson. And then you come and you got a karmic. That helped me really go into appreciating my karmics, being like, girl, you did your job. Ooh, you did it, because I learned the lesson. I surely did. All right. But again, these people come in your life for a reason. Just know that a lot of them are here to teach you to keep your cup at overflowing. I'm not gonna lie, like, they go through a lot of things. They're here to help you learn how to keep your cup to overflowing. All right. Let the cup of your heart be filled through commitment and dedication. Because right now you're bringing heaven to earth. You're bringing heaven to earth. Man, all that work that you've done was not for nothing, okay? And that's why you are in the manifestation vortex. Because you're building that bridge. I can't make it up. I'll say it again. All right. Let's get where we've been, where we are, where we're headed, and then get a little clarification on that, and then a final message from a very special deck that I received. All right, so this at the cut we have great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. This life that we are living is an adventure. This journey that we're on is an adventure. You got two ways you can look at it: with fearful eyes or with curious, childlike eyes. And we say, "Ooh, I'm going on an adventure." I remember I used to trick my kids like that when they were little, and we'd be walking, and be like, "Yeah, we're going on an adventure," and they probably end up like, "Man, we just went to the store." It ain't a point, right? Just look at things in a different perspective. All right, so where you've been, you have been in the flow of everything, letting everything just sail and sorry, coast. You've been in the flow state. No matter what, like that's the thing about the flow state. If you, especially if you've heard me talk, you know when I talk about the flow, I tell you, it's not a lazy river. It's more like a river rapids. And there's some good stuff in there, there's some bad stuff in there, there's some scary looking stuff in there, some smooth sailing along the way. But at the end of the day, you're not fighting the current, right? Because you've been in the flow no matter what has been going on around you, even with anything that has been trying to shake you up and move you out of the way. Anything that chaos, conflict, understanding though at the end of the day that these things were happening to clear out things that needed to be removed because they couldn't go with you to the next path. But at the end of the day, through it all, you understood that there was a divine plan to everything. You understood that there was a divine plan to everything. We have in the flow, distance thunder, and desert passage. Not necessarily knowing where you were going, but steady walking towards the light and saying, I'm going to make a change. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. I'm gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, I'm gonna get it right. And you did. So where you are right now is, baby, beginning a new cycle, first light, beginning a new cycle, starting something new, everything. That's why you happy. That's why you happy. Trusting in the unfolding in things. Yes, baby. You see, all of you're starting to see your hard work pay off, and you are still in the budding phase of everything, but you've done it. You're no longer in that loop. You flowed yourself right on out of it. Where you're headed, it says gates of triumph, success expands your life, and ascending the mountain, keep moving forward. As you start to see these things, you're starting to see the finish line. Keep going. I've never heard anybody say I've climbed a mountain and it was the easiest thing I've ever done. Even getting to the end of this thing, right? As you get ready to go through these gates, it's like, don't give up now. Don't get to where you start to see the finish line and now you want to break down and buckle. Keep going, one step at a time, one day at a time, one foot at a time. You're already doing it. Just keep going. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have answer the call. When? Now. The time is now. Answer this call of your spirit to be happy. Answer this call of your spirit to know that you have overcome the hardest part and now you are in a new cycle. Okay? Oh, Answer that call. Answer that call to your spirit that lets you know that you're in a good spot because you're reaching your destinations. And now you're going to see some blessings. You're going to see the blessings. You're going to get to savor your life because you sat and cleared trail. You cleared trail and you cleansing yourself of your energies. You know, you broke through this. So now just be happy, man. Be happy, man. You're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Be grateful. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks with a loving heart. Give thanks because of what the Lord has given unto us. Give thanks. Some of that. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. You hear me? You hear me? Wow. Even though you don't know where you're going, even though you don't know what's ahead of you, believing in magic, believing that all of this stuff is possible, believing that your life is where it's supposed to be at this exact moment, and that you're not supposed to be one step further than where you are, because if you were supposed to be there, you would be, because you're doing everything. And I can't say you're doing everything right, because there's no right, there's no wrong way of actually growing, right? Remember, your path is different from everybody else. Just know that you got healing energy flowing through you. So walk in beauty and take that time out. When your body says sit down, sit down. When your body says give me a break, give it a break. Because in silence, that's where you find your peace now. You're no longer looking outside yourself for other people to confirm that this is what you need or do, right? And now that you're doing that, you're seeing that you are overcoming obstacles and walking in infinite abundance, grounding yourself and walking the pathway that is narrow, long, and dangling. And that has caused you to step into your power, my darling. All right, because we will keep going and get the whole story. Okay? Okay? End up all the way at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, clarification on where they been, where they are, where they headed, spirit. To be fair is at the bottom of the deck. Everything coming into balance. To be fair. Everything coming into balance for you. All right. Say where you've been. 3 cards again with a confirmation burp. Right? Remember it said you were flowing through things, even through the chaos, but believing in the divine plan, left by yourself, going in a loop. But then you said, know what? I need my good stuff. I am going for the good stuff. When do we get to the good part? And you made that change. Right? So where you are right now, remember we got a new cycle. Peace, baby. Bringing peace into your energy. Peaceful. Finding yourself in way more peaceful situations. Card number 23. 2 and 3 is 5. That's change. Change, oh change has come over me. Yep. So now where you're headed, remember we walking through gates of triumph and ascending that mountain. So we're going to keep going as you co-create with spirit, as you co-create with the Most High, as you co-create this life that it is that you really want to achieve. You don't have to see everything. Observe, 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 and see how spirit is doing for you. Feminine energy. It may be a feminine that I'm talking to right now. Okay? And I say that because a lot of times we feel like we got to do, but everybody's not in a doing position right now. But we are in feminine energy. Feminine energy is what is being healed and uplifted at the moment. So observe and see what spirit is doing for you as you learn to receive in your feminine energy, right? And that's the truth. The truth is you've been going round and round and round in these circles, but you've actually been expanding around in a circle. As you see, it gets bigger and bigger. As it goes outward, they become fewer and fewer in between. You're seeing things from a higher perspective because the situation may not be what's changed, but you have definitely changed. And now you are in between worlds and things are coming into being fair for you. They are coming into being fair for you. You're going to get gifts, baby. I can't even say going to, it's happening. It's happening here and it's happening now, right here, right now, but it's happening by the book. So you can't overthink this. And if you are thinking, the only thing you're thinking about is you're happy, and resting and taking naps and being allowed to just receive the love of God. Come to the edge. Make that leap of faith that says, I am trusting everything because there is a change in the wind, and those things that were for me did not serve me. Those things, all that glitter is not gold. They actually brought chaos and conflict, and you walked away from them. So now, because you walked away from those things, you get your new life and you get to see how blessed you are. Healing yourself, mending yourself in relationships that actually meant something to you. Why? We don't always have to know the why anymore, but we know the why because it's actually your journey, your path. All of these things had to happen for you. But sometimes we have to take our hand off of everything and allow God to move, right? So you did things that took your mind off of all of that, which was actually a good maneuver to make. I'm not gonna lie, because it achieved exactly what you needed it to achieve. All right, let's end this off and see what comes out. One or two cards from my new deck. Look at here. Isn't it pretty? Alchemy of Awareness. Look, it says, break through your blind spots, illuminate your strengths. Thank you, Ivy. Ivy Vibes for my deck that she gifted me. I'm so excited. All right, let's cut. Yeah, let's cut. Magic in motion. Y'all don't laugh at me, okay? But I can't see. You can script the vision, light the candles, and call it in, but destiny doesn't bloom on wishful thinking alone. The universe responds to movement. Aligned action is the ritual. Each small step signifies your readiness, weaving the invisible into form. You're not waiting for a miracle, you are becoming one moment by moment. And with the message that I got out before with taking a nap and allowing, do you understand that receiving is doing? I call it the art of receiving, the art of these things, because at the end of the day, it's still doing something. Resting is doing something. Taking time and filling your cup up is doing something. So I don't want you to feel like, well, that's a contradiction. You just told me to sit down and now you're telling me I need to do. Yeah, do. You need to do sitting down. That's what you need to be doing, sitting down. All right, I got the two cards. All right, so uncaged voice and trigonometry. Uncaged voice. Let sound set you free. Sing, chant, groan, wail, liberate the noises buried beneath your surface, your silence. This isn't about melody, it's about medicine. Feel the release as the vibration of your voice cracks open what's been clenched. Let the sound move through you, primal and raw. Scream if you need, moan if you must. Listen to the stillness that follows. That quiet is your truth echoing back. Speak it, sing it, set it free. In trigonometry, sometimes protecting your peace is the priority, and avoidance gives you the space to heal. But when the time comes to grow, true evolution requires more than retreat. Consider challenges and triggers as opportunities to level up. Every confrontation is an invitation to respond in a new way, to meet your edge, to expand. Triggers become the teacher, testing for internal responses. This is how healing is embodied and transformed, and transformation takes root. I know I said that. That's what's up. Sage Seeker at the bottom of the deck. We're at the bottom. True wisdom humbles itself. It softens the edges of the mind to let the challenges, perspectives, knowing that to let in challenging perspectives, knowing that insight often lives in unfamiliar places. When you dismiss other perspectives or assume you already know, you stop listening. The door closes and to deeper wisdom, stunting growth. Stay open, let curiosity outshine ego, and watch your understanding deepen beyond anything your intellect alone could construct. Meditate on that. And they tied them together. They really, the last oracles really tied the whole message together. And I want you to continue on your path, continue moving in your happiness, continue to do the things that bring you joy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking this journey. I appreciate you taking your first steps. I appreciate you living. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. All right. That's what I got for you today. I hope it resonates. Leave a comment, a like, share it if you know anybody else who could use it. I love you guys. All right. Peace. Have a beautiful rest of your day.